What's up, YouTube? Funnel Doc here. Today I thought I'd do something interesting and take the 16 personalities test. Now, what the 16 personalities test is it's a test that tells you like where your strong suits are in leadership, entrepreneurship, intellect. You'll see. I'm going to take this. I thought this would be something really fun. I took it again like 3 or 4 years ago, and when I did, I got a type of rating that was really interesting. And I'm really interested to see what it's changed. So we're going to take this together. I thought it'd be something fun, and it'll be interesting to see what type of rating I get at the end. We'll see you inside this video.
Some dude, Jeffrey M. Benek, he just got a Clickfunnels tattoo.
This is the 16 personality test at 16personalities.com. And this is just a description. It says right here, take our personality test and get a freakishly accurate description of who you are and why you do the things the way that you do. So let's take the test. So complete the test right here. What is this right here? Complete the test. Be yourself and answer honesty to find out your personality type. View detailed results, learn how your personality type influences many areas of your life, unlock your potential, grow into the person you want to be with your optimal premium profile. All right, here we go. Do you regularly make new friends? Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I don't, I'm online so much that I don't get a chance to go out, but I'm pretty much, when I meet new people, I'm pretty friendly. So I would say, yeah. You spend a lot of free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Yeah, sure. Seeing other people crying can easily make you feel that you want to cry too. Yeah, it depends on the situation, like if I just randomly see somebody crying, I'm probably not going to cry, but pretty emotional. So we'll go in the middle right there. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Never. I'm a fly by the seat of your pants type of dude. Like the planning right here is like the most that you'll ever see me do. Usually stay calm, even a lot under pressure. Now, the old Jeff, 3 or 4 years ago, over this journey of entrepreneurship, I've been blessed with a lot of self-actualization, internalization and stuff. And, being an entrepreneur, the devil is in the mirror. You really see your faults to some degree and have to work on them or fail. So, you know what? I used to be really that guy that would sort of stress out a little, but I'm a lot more than before. So we're not going to say totally, but we're going to go 1 dot green. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to ones you already know. I'm going to have to agree with that. I'm the type of person at most events. I'm not afraid to meet new people, but I don't go out of my way to meet new people. I'm the type that would go and I'll zoom in on people I know. I'll talk to them. I'll hang out a little bit. And I'm pretty much out usually with stuff like that at social events, like at ClickFunnels and stuff. I need to learn to hang out more so I can socialize and network more, but it is what it is. All right, let's see what we got here. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. I wish I did. But I don't. I'm really bad at starting multiple projects. I'm definitely a starter type of guy. So we're gonna say this. You are very sentimental. I'm gonna agree with that a lot. You like to organize. You like to use organizational tools like schedules and lists. A little bit. I wish I'd use them more. I'm really good about like my calendar and things like that. Maybe a little bit more because I do like to do to-do lists and things. Matter of fact, I got one right there. So let's put this right here. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. There was a point where it was that way, especially when I first started out. But I'm at a point now where I feel very confident about my skill level, and I'm constantly learning and evolving and growing that. So I'm going to say vehemently disagree. You feel comfortable walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I don't have a problem with it. I just don't like doing it. Like, that's see, here's the thing, because like, I'm going to have to say disagree, I guess, because like, I don't have a problem. Like if I see somebody, a pretty lady or something, or someone that I want to go, or, I'll walk up to people. I don't even care. But Is it something that I'm like seeking out? Like I don't like try and find people to walk up to, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. We'll stick with that. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. Not really, man. I'm gonna say you're not too. So I'm gonna say I pretty much agree with that a lot. Like I don't really want to break down the art. I just like looking at artwork. I don't want to break it down into the different things of it or whatever. I just really you're not too. So I'm gonna say you agree. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Man, I I'm more of a heart dude. I go with my heart a lot, and it's been good and bad. I try and do a combo platter now, but I'm gonna have to disagree with that a little bit. I'm more of a heart dude. Usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Um, I'm going to agree with that a little bit, but it's not reality. With my schedule and everything, with stuff the way it is, I have to plan out my day a ton. So, would I prefer just sort of being able to chill? Yeah, we're going to go right in the middle. But I don't because I can't. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression or people you meet. Again, this is something I used to worry about a lot. Now I'm me, I do the best I can, looks wise and presentation, all that type of stuff. And it is what it is. I don't try and sugarcoat. So you rarely worry about whether you make a good impression. I mean, but I do I don't worry about it, unless like I did something stupid. So I would say agree. I rarely worry about whether I make a good impression when I meet people. I usually do. I even make a good impression. Anyway, agree. You enjoy participating in group activities. Yes, like I'm outgoing in that aspect, but again, I don't seek it out. Like if someone's like, "Hey, Jeff, let's go play freaking dodgeball or something," I'm like, "Sure, let's go play dodgeball," but I'm not, or whatever. I don't know why I said dodgeball, but I don't seek out that stuff. Maybe I should more. Maybe I need to be more complete. Maybe that's something I need to do more is seek out more group activities to help expand myself. I don't know. It's weird because being online so much, and being an online entrepreneur, hopefully this will change with all my traveling I'm doing. We'll see. So you enjoy participating in group. I do enjoy it. Like I enjoy group sports. So actually, I'm gonna say you're not fully. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Not really. Like sometimes I'm sitting there in movies and like, what the hell is that? I like literally will have to Google it so I can figure it out. So I'm going to say no. I'm not going to vehemently disagree or disagree a lot, but I'm going to disagree a decent amount. Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to agree with I love helping others. I love helping others to accomplish things. It's one of the greatest things and my joys of being able to be in this online world is the fact that I do get to impact and help so many people. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. And we'll go middle of that, not really. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I'm going to disagree with that pretty much. I mean, every once in a while, but not really. I used to worry about stuff, but like now I don't, man. Stuff just is what it is. And here's the deal. If you worry about it, if you're sitting there like, oh my God, what about? You can actually force it to happen. You have the power. Your mind is so powerful. Not that it's like mad, ooh, but you can do micro things throughout the day that add up to making that thing happen. You can stress yourself out. You can worry about it so much that you can actually, without intent, force an event or whatever you're worried about to come into fruition. So I learned not to worry about things. It doesn't get you anywhere. It's not going to change it. Now, if you have the ability to change something, you can think about it or worry, as they like to call it. But if you can't affect it, if you can't change it, then don't worry about it because it's going to be what it's going to be and you can't affect it. So there you go. You avoid leadership roles in group setting. I'm the opposite of that, man. I disagree. I do not avoid them. I'm the guy that like wants the leadership role. As much as I don't like being in groups that much, if I'm in one and like there's a chance, I want to lead. I want to be able to take the charge. I want to be going up that hill. Follow me, guys. I'm going to be planning stuff out and help people. I'm definitely the one that wants the leadership role in groups, for sure. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. I'm going to disagree with that. I'm artistic. I don't seek it out as much. I do like drawing. I haven't done it. I haven't done artistic stuff, but I enjoy it. I would actually go, you know what, go here. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? That's an interesting one. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rational and less on their feelings? You know, I mean, I'm sort of in the middle, you know? I mean, it's just people's feelings can go so crazy, but yet they're their feelings, so they're super important. You would think the world would be a better place if people relied more on. I'm going to agree with that one just a little bit because, like, dude, I know from past experiences, like, and before I started with the 4 Agreements by Michael Ruiz, you know, I would always take stuff personally and stuff. So, and because of that, I let my feelings affect stuff. Where if I didn't take it personally, things would happen differently. So, I have to give a little green to that one. I have to give a little. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I mean, I probably shouldn't, but I do. I have been known to brush off chores a little bit to chill. I get them done, but you know, it is what it is. We have to be honest. You enjoy, no, my God. And you enjoy watching people argue? Who does that? That's terrible. No way. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I mean, I'm the funnel doc, where the guy walking around ClickFunnels with 5,000 people with a giant white lab coat on. I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't tend to avoid it, but not in a bad way. You know, I'm not like, oh, look at me, drama king or anything. Your mood can change very quickly. A little bit. It's definitely changed a lot. Again, in the last 4 years, I've had major growth, and that's why I'm interested to see what this comes out. I wish I had my old one from 4 years ago that I took, so that I could see what had changed. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find that, and if I can, I'll put a link to it down in the description so that you guys can see what it was before. Let's see. You lose patience with people who you're not as efficient with as you. I used to be really bad about this. I used to be really bad. Like, I'm totally different now because I understand that so often that whatever we're teaching someone is not what we like to call their first language. You know, it's like their third or fourth. So you coming in expecting to understand it is just sort of asinine, to be honest. So you have to be patient with people. You have to be understanding. And when someone's not as good as you, there's your chance to help make them better versus being impatient with them. Now, well, did I always used to be that way? No way, man. No way. Times have changed. So I feel good about being able to say this one because this is something that I used to be a very impatient, empathetic type person. Like, hurry the hell up, you're on my time, but not anymore. I appreciate everyone. I try and be patient with everyone and just realize that people are all different points in their life, you know. How you often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I don't even want to talk about it, but yes, so often I'm getting much better, but so often procrastinate to the deadline. Things get done well. But it's true. I mean, I have to go full green on that one, unfortunately. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Agree. I mean, like it's a question for me, man. That I mean, I believe in God, I believe in heaven, but who knows, you know? And man, that's one reason why it's sort of silly. But I would love to see a ghost or have some type of ghost experience because in my mind, if that happens, that proves to me that it's all real. And right now, I'm just going on faith, you know, which is an amazing thing. But yeah, man, I think about that one a lot. And it can be sort of scary because I've lived an amazing life and I'm so freaking blessed. I don't want it to end, you know, but one thing we don't get a choice with. So we're halfway done. You prefer to be around others than on your own. So I'm going to have to agree with that one a little, or disagree with that one a little bit. I'm getting better again. Um, you know, when I was married for the last 10 years, it was just me and Tori, so it was just us. I don't like being alone, but sometimes that's the way it is. You become bored and lose interest when a discussion gets highly theoretical. Not really, but it's not like, wow, let's start talking about quantum physics or any of that stuff. Or I do like postulating and talking about things when it comes to mental behaviors and thought processes like that. Maybe because that's what that interesting marketing and like the croc brain and things like that does. But if it's not talking about marketing or something like that, yes. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Um, I'm gonna agree with it a little bit. It used to not, like I said before, I used to not be able to empathize with people as much. I've gotten much better about it over the years, where I can put myself in other people's shoes now and try and experience it from their side, or at least imagine what it'd be like, so that I can understand their side and where they're coming from. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. That is going to be disagree immensely. I'm the type that's like, boom, decision done, let's go. And when I make a decision, I'm all in. Like going on this trip and moving, if I could do it now, I'd be out of here. If it wasn't for my rents, my lease isn't up for another month and a half. I'm the type, when I make a decision, in case you didn't know it, tattoo, like ClickFunnels tattoo, I go all in. I don't mess around. When I'm going to do it and I decide I'm going to do something, boom, decisions finalized, done, let's go. You rarely second guess the choices you've made. I'm going to agree with that a little bit, even stronger. I used to be bad about it, but not my choices sometimes, just what things, like how I let things happen, maybe I second guess more than choices, maybe lack of choices. I don't know. But not really that much. So, but it does happen. It does happen. So, after a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. I like concerts and festivals and stuff like that. It just depends, man. We're gonna go in the middle. It just depends on my mood. I do. I love art museums, man. I love art museums and natural. Like when I was living in Tokyo, I went to the Tokyo Natural History Museum. That was amazing, dude. Oh, it was so cool. There were so many cool things there. I love museums and art exhibits and things like that. Again, I don't like to go deep into theological debate on cubism versus freaking Monet or whatever, like none of that type of stuff. But I do love art and museums. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I'm going to immensely disagree with that. I've gotten much better about that. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I do actually a lot. You rarely feel insecure. I'm gonna agree with that one. I'm pretty good, man. Like, it is what it is. And if you don't like it, then tough, man. I'm doing, like, I used to be overweight. I'm getting better in shape. I'm doing things to improve myself. And as long as I'm doing that, I'm doing the best I can. So hopefully that's good enough for you. And if it's not, then I'm sorry. That's one of the things I try not to do ever is judge others. And even though people will judge me, I don't try and let that affect me. You avoid making phone calls. I hate phone calls, dude. I don't mind talking to people, but I hate phone calls. I am agreeing. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. I don't know about often. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Not really. Not really. If interrupted, your priorities get back on track as soon as possible. If your plans are interrupted, your proper, yeah, I mean, sort of. It depends on what the plans are. That's a very vague question. You were still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. So, this one, I used to be, man. But I've learned to be able to look at mistakes and learn from them. There's a positive thing. Like, way back when I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. And I look at that now, and if I had gone and made it to the teams, like I wouldn't be the funnel doc now. I wouldn't be impacted bio. I wouldn't have this life that I have now. And who knows, I might not even be alive. So I look at things from a past and I'm now able to analyze them in a different light because everything that's happened has led me to where I am now. And I'm living one of the greatest lives I could ever imagine. So, and again, this has all changed in the last 4 years. And to be honest with you, overlooking my mistakes has only been in the last like 6 months that I've been able to have this breakthrough. Just because I've looked back in my past and I've just been able to give as many positive checks as many negative checks, and they've evened out, and I now see it as not a negative thing but just being part of my life that's helped to make me where I am today. You rarely contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. Yeah, I don't ever think about that. I really don't. I just don't. I don't think about human existence or the meaning of life. I just don't. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I'm going to disagree. Used to be way over here, but I'm going to disagree. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. Man, I mean, I agree. I don't ever try and make people look bad. They can do that all on their own without my help. And I don't try and highlight or anything. I'm very much an anti-drama person. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized, consistent effort. I'm going to agree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel never disagree. I'm like, really? When someone like, that's sad, man. I'm sorry that people feel that way, that when you feel that someone, you've done well, that you just in the back of your mind are like waiting for them to feel disappointed in you. I'm sorry, man. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I mean, a little bit. We're gonna go middle because I even disagree. I like having people around, engaging people. I don't like necessarily being by myself always. Yeah, we'll go in the middle. But I'm not. I mean, like, just being in your office and stuff by yourself all the time gets old. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time. I'm going to disagree. I think that theology and philosophy and all that all the E's, they're important. Without them, people aren't expanding and growing and evolving. But it's not my tea, dude. It's not the thing that I'm like sitting there, what is man? You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet. I do. I like coffee shops and parks and stuff. Like, again, I don't want to engage with those people necessarily, but I like having stuff going on around me. At first glance how someone is feeling. Yeah, pretty much, man. I'm pretty in tune with people's feelings. When they're not on, I can feel it. All right. You often feel overwhelmed. Disagree. That used to be a thing, but now I've learned how to chunk stuff down, making my list and sticking to it. Not really. You complete things methodically without skipping over steps. Pretty much. You're very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Not really. I'm going to say nah, even more than that. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. This is tough. Like, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go a little agree because I would if I really thought it'd make a difference in their life. But that's so situational. Like, what if I'm down and out and then we're both down and out? I mean, I don't know. I always try and think that I would think more of a fellow man or woman, but when it all is on the line, who knows, You struggle with deadlines. A little bit because like we talked about before that I procrastinate a little bit, but not really. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Agreed. Gender, male. All right. Let's see. Defender. I know for a fact, this is not what I was before. Let's see if we could see what the different types were. I was like, I think I was director before. Man, I wish I had the one before. Defender, huh? Wow, look at how much in the middle I am on a lot of things. The trait determines how we interact with our environment. I'm more introverted. but very much in the energy in the middle here. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. So I'm more of an observant than an intuitive person. In nature, this determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. I'm much more feelings. I would agree with that. Tactics. This reflects our approach, work planning, and decision making. I don't try and be judging. I'm not sure what that means. I'll have to look at that. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and our decisions. Assertive. 82. Start reading. Sure. Let me get a copy here. Okay. So, introduction. The defender personality type is quite unique, as many of their qualities defy the definition of their individual traits. Though sensitive, defenders have excellent analytical abilities. Though reserved, they have well-developed people skills and robust social relationships. And though they are generally a conservative type, defenders are often receptive to change and new ideas. As with so many things, people with defender personality types are more than the sum of their parts, and it is the way they use their strengths to define who they are. Defenders are altruists, meaning kindness in excess, engaging the work and people they believe in with enthusiasm and generosity. I think this is me now. I definitely think this is more me now. I'm definitely this. I definitely am about kindness and love and helping others and impact. I mean, I freaking have impact tattooed on my body, man. Like, yeah, I want to change the world, you know. There's hardly a better type to make up such a large population of the population, nearly 13%, combining the best traits, desires to do good. Defenders are found in lines of work with a sense of history behind them, such as medicine, academics, and charitable work. And that's true, you know, with my Income and Impact Foundation and stuff, that's where I'm at right now, that I want to change. I want to make a change in the world. I want to change the world. So interesting. If I can protect you, I will. Weaknesses. Defenders, Beyonce, Vin Diesel, Aretha Franklin, cool. Halle Berry, interesting. Katie Milton, Anne Hathaway, Lance Riddick, don't know who he is. Selena Gomez, Caitlin Stark, Game of Thrones, that's funny. Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings, that's hilarious. Dr. Watson, Captain America, that's funny. Tress Marigold, that's Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean, that's funny. Interesting. So that is my personality type. I am a defender. Go in, take 16 personality tests on your own, put down the comments. I'd love to know what your personality type is. Hopefully they gave you a little bit of insight of who the funnel doc is and what type of person I am. I just thought that'd be fun, something fun for us to do. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know again with the comments what your personality type is. Please be sure to smash that like button and turn on the subscriptions and notifications so that you don't miss another video. And I'll see you in the next video. Funnel doc out.